Welcome to the podcast.
We're recording on a Game of Knight's Throne. Night. Things.
Game, fate, night, stay, thrones.
So today's going to be really tense because we're waiting to be able to watch the episode without any spoilers, of which the internet is not wanting us to be able to do.
Aha! I have stayed off the internet for the past week. Not really, but I haven't seen last week's episode yet because of Anime Detour.
Yeah, I was right there with you. I actually, I skedaddled home early on Sunday just so I could catch the episode premiere.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we live like 4 hours away, so we just went, screw that, let's go get food and pass out for a while.
But I guess we're supposed to do our introductions. This is Evan, a.k.a. Sanjo Eve.
This has been the Sin Valentine over at Feng Shui Costumes and Props.
This is Sean Kendrick.
That's it. That's just, it's Sean Kendrick. Get used to it.
Yep.
Sean, we're going to get you a title at some point.
Okay.
Sean the Brawn.
Talk about Detour. All right. Well, I was driving along the highway, and I wasn't expecting there to be so much road work, but it required me to take a detour, and it added like 20 minutes. I don't know why we would want to talk about Detour, but...
Oh, they ask about Detour, the convention, but he talk about traffic.
Oh! That is what you call... I don't know. I forgot that one. Anyway, Anime Detour happened last weekend, April 4th through 6th. It was actually a really good detour. I was
yeah,
a little
Ben,
surprised.
I heard you got up on stage with Greg Ayers.
Yeah.
Without getting kicked off this time.
Ever. I never got kicked off.
You did. You were just too drunk to remember.
Well, I am not responsible for the things that happen when I black out.
No, but we're all entertained by them.
Yes, this time, Detour the last few years felt really lacking in a lot of different areas, but this time it feels like it did back in its heyday. Like, it was really well run from my perspective. Guests were all great. I didn't go to a lot of panels, but there were a lot of them. And I got invited to the DJ dance floor at the rave, and so I rocked out with Lofu and Greg Ayers, and I brought my sister up there, and we all danced in front of that big-ass rave for like 3 hours, and I couldn't feel... I danced so hard and so long, I literally had no sweat left in my body, so I had to leave early because I could not...
To replenish your sweat.
I could not physically cool myself down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it was cold outside for that.
Yes. I wasn't even that drunk that night.
I don't know, that Saturday night, I got pretty hammered, tore up, slizzard, whatever euphemism you want to use. So much so that I ripped my pants pretty bad.
Oh, nice. Always a fun time.
I did drink so much on Friday night that I even came up with my own little prayer. Try to find a copy of that real quick so I can give everybody the official prayer to the rice gods to protect us from our hangovers. Con Sweets at Detour, they offer you like bowls of rice and stuff. It's really nice to keep yourself fed and fueled for the convention. My rice prayer is as follows. My bowl of rice, hallowed be thy name. Protect me from this hangover. Forgive me for my binge, as I have forgiven those who have binged against me. In thy rice field come, thy will be digested. Itadakimasu.
I don't know, as a man who doesn't get hangovers, I don't feel I can believe in your rice god.
Well, as a man who probably should have thrown up at least twice that night and didn't do it at all, I feel like my prayers were answered.
Well, other than getting completely hammered, did you guys do anything sober at Detour?
I was not actually able to make it to Detour this year, so I was down in this area just being bored out of my head.
Well, I know I met Ben for the first time in person.
Yeah, I met you, and I know I've seen your face before, but I could not connect the voice to the face, and so, but hey, I didn't know you're friends with Evan Munn as well.
Oh man, I'm friends with all the Evans in the world.
Oh, that makes sense. All you Evans look the same.
Exactly. We're all white people too.
Yep. I don't think I've ever met an Evan that's not white. Like Keyshawn Evans, maybe. I don't know.
I know, it's really weird. For like the first 17 years of my life, the only other two people named Evan I knew were girls. It really put a damper on my name.
Oh, probably.
I would imagine.
Has Game of Thrones started yet?
Yeah, it has. So, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a fun recording session. I think we covered all of our topics. Mm-hmm. Oh, I met Cosplay in America over the weekend. Those guys are pretty cool.
I think Richard's trying to tell us something. Wow. Oh, Richard wants to start playing World of Warcraft.
Don't do it. Play that new Korean-looking one that's got everybody in a tizzy. It has apparently like a really beautiful character creation system, and every character in it is goddamn gorgeous. Like the guy who the farmer who you milk cows for could be a Playboy model or a Playgirl model or something like that. Like everybody is like black, something Blackbird?
Black Dick?
No! No, Sean!
I don't know what online gaming you do.
I don't subscribe to Black Dick Daily and go virtually collect dicks. It's not something
then
that
you rack up all your dick powers and you can use them against your opponents.
Isn't Google Maps doing something with that?
Black Dick Finder?
Black Dick Finder.
Yeah.
So would Detroit just be just like a big black spot on America, like a big some other big black thing that would cover a great portion of America.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to say that doesn't sound racist, but I think we've hit that point where it's impossible.
It's only racist if you're white. So.
Exactly.
So I'm safe.
Yeah. Keyshawn over here.
Yeah, Keyshawn.
He has. He's an honorary. He's like an honorary. Asian Hispanic.
Hispanic Asia Black.
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
I'm born
actually part Elder God.
He was born in international waters. Yeah. Half Dovahkiin, half Kaiju, and so you don't want to meet his parents because they will eat you.
Well, yeah, I guess that Black Desert MMO, it is really detailed. Everyone looks like the same Asian model, though.
Welcome to Korea. Mm-hmm. Like South Korea, where everybody gets plastic surgery to look the exact same.
Sounds like Hollywood.
Mm-hmm. Well, pretty much. But pretty much. I can't really disagree there.
So for anyone out there who plays Magic the Gathering, there's an interesting little thing going around right now, a story about the new Magic 2015 for, usually releases for Xbox, PlayStation, PC, stuff like that. Well, apparently the 2015 Duels of the Planeswalkers has not been announced for the PlayStation systems. In fact, there's no info on it actually being released, whereas the Xbox One, and PC versions have all been announced.
Cool. I'm sure that's very interesting for Magic players out there.
It's just a little odd, but at the same time, I know Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls still does not have an Xbox One release date. In fact, Blizzard still hasn't confirmed that it'll even come out for the Xbox One.
Good. Xbox One deserves it. I am hopefully this month getting my own custom gaming PC desktop. I've been planning to do one for like 5 years, and it sounds like it finally might happen this month.
Tax returns?
No, just black market extortion, something like that. My taxes went all towards like freaking car insurance. That sucked.
Car insurance. We absolutely have to have it. And then people want to complain about how they feel that they're being forced to buy health insurance because they've never been forced to buy anything in America before.
Yeah, people are dumb, so I've stopped paying attention to most of them. Yeah. Anyway, you guys should come to Anime Fargo because that's something that's happening in September. Staff, and we're doing some fun stuff. It's a new convention in the Fargo, North Dakota area.
Is it anything like the movie Fargo?
Yes, we will be murdering people, stuffing them in ice shippers.
One lucky guest is going to go through a wood chipper.
Yeah, I vote for you, Josh Greeley, because you're my buddy, and I definitely don't want to murder you.
Yay!
I am all for this con now. I really want to see this.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Josh Greeley, he is voicing Armin in the Attack on Titan dub.
Oh,
and I just found out the Attack on Titan dub will be premiering on Toonami in May.
Nice.
Well, I don't think any of us are shocked by that. Funimation has finally done the smart thing and signed contracts with Adult Swim to show their anime.
Nice. Mm-hmm. It's about time.
That's kind of what happened with Space Dandy.
Oh, I love what happened with Space Dandy. Mm-hmm. Simultaneous dub and sub-release.
Well, we actually got the sub-release airing like one episode before it airs in Japan. How freaking crazy is that?
I think it's actually, it was going on at the same time. So, like, as it was premiering.
I heard it was like one day earlier. I'm not
sure.
Yeah, probably time zones.
The first 3 episodes of Space Dandy, we got a week before Japan got them, but now they're kind of getting on par with where we're at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, isn't our Space Dandy on break too or something until the new ones come out?
I think so.
Yep.
Mid-season break.
Yep.
Baller.
But for a while there, we had something we could lord over the Japanese. It's be like, oh man, that new anime sure is cool. Guess we get it first though. There's a problem with this call, apparently. I guess Skype has a problem with our call.
Oh, Skype can suck it.
Skype can suck a big one.
Mm-hmm. You can find the big black one with that new app.
So did you guys watch the Nintendo's big thing about Super Smash Brothers?
I didn't watch it, but I saw everything as it was being live posted. I'm pretty stoked for some of the reveals. Like, freaking Greninja. I got a shiny Froakie that I still gotta evolve into Greninja, so, like, I'm all about that stuff.
Yeah, Greninja's gonna be pretty badass. I can't wait to give him a try. I'm really liking Lucario's new, like, the more damage he takes, the more powerful his attacks become.
Oh, I didn't know they released specific game mechanics already.
They did. They actually released a number of gameplay changes with a lot of certain characters. Like, they were talking about how, Sheik and Zero Suit Samus are now their own characters. They're not part of, they're not a transformation anymore.
Okay.
So they were talking about the moves that replaced what was supposed to be the transformation. Like, Zelda will now launch out the Phantom thing from Spirit Tracks. And Sheik now has this, like, bomb attack.
Yeah.
And Zero Suit Samus is now in heels.
Yeah, I saw that. One of my friends said that she was pretty much in heels anyway. But it's really funny seeing people lose their shit over, like, oh, she's in heels. Oh, feminism. Oh. I have no problem. Like, have you seen the Boondocks? Like, the things that certain people can do in heels is very impressive.
Oh yeah, you can tell she's a hoe if she can run in heels, like, really well.
Your words.
Hey, Boondocks words, my friend.
Boondocks words. And hey, if you say that the Boondocks is not accurate, then you're a racist. Mm-hmm. So, there you go.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have time for racists on our show.
No, we definitely don't have any time for big black racisms.
Nope. I would take it so personally.
You would take it so personally.
Shoot up.
Up the butt.
Guys, put your butts aside.
We're
Yeah,
trying.
it's attached.
You know, it's attached by one of those double-sided. I don't know. I've said too much.
So, butts. A new study released saying that everyone has one.
No way.
How conclusive was that?
I don't know. It wasn't terribly conclusive. They only got like one school that did it, so I think they should go around and.
I've seen some people, I'm pretty sure, don't have butts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, I remember that you recently finished Kill la Kill.
I have, and no one else in this room has finished it yet.
I haven't even started it.
Oh my god. Heathens, all of you.
I would have started it over Detour, but someone forgot to put the USB drive in my bag so that I could watch it.
Watching anime at an anime convention? What the hell
This is that?
That is completely foreign to me.
Well, I know Detour had the right idea. I went into one of their video rooms while it was showing SpongeBob SquarePants, so...
Well, there you go.
Well,
I do know they were premiering an Attack on Titan dub, but that was like 8 p.m. on a Friday, and I was already way too drunk for that.
Yeah, same here. I probably would have watched it, but I would not have understood it.
Mm-hmm.
I would have just been like, when do they get in the robots?
What are the robots?
look out for the kaiju.
This anime is confusing.
I'm drawing boobs.
I think we
class.
We should all be drawing boobs for boob class.
I'm actually drawing some nice, sexy legs right now. Some dragon tattoos.
Our powers combined,
Check
we
that
have
shit out,
boobs and holy I want to do bad things to this drawing.
Oh, Xerox you a copy.
There we go. And I will hand you back a sticky copy.
No thanks. I got the originals.
I insist.
Well, now I feel like I need to start looking up boobs right now, too, because you guys are having, like, all the fun.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, you can look up the boobs, but it's so much better to draw your own boobs.
See, this is what artists strive for.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to create their own boobs.
Yep.
Who needs the internet when you have imagination?
I can't think about imagination right now. I'm sitting in front of my PlayStation 3, looking at the HBO Go site, with Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 2, just staring at me, mocking me.
Is it playing right now?
Yo, I could be playing it right now, but I don't want to podcast and watch it at the same time, because it'd just be a bunch of long pauses followed by, dude, shut the fuck up.
Oh, so what is HBO Go? Is that like Netflix for HBO?
Exactly. Essentially, if you have HBO Go, which my parents do, then you can, like me, leech HBO off of them and then watch things that premiere an hour after they premiere.
Nice. We also have that. It is called the internet. But if you have it legitimately, kudos for you. Mm-hmm. I read that Game of Thrones was the most pirated show of all of last year.
It was, and it probably will be this year, too.
Probably. I mean, those dragons from those trailers look freaking huge.
They've gotten bigger.
All the boobs in that show.
Oh, I don't even care about boobs in Game of Thrones anymore. Like, you know, there's just... It's sort of like... How should I put this? It's like...
We've seen it so much in Game of Thrones, it's just part of the show now.
Yeah. It's not like it's tiresome, but it's more like if you're watching the Avengers and Black Widow's in a shot, and you're just like, oh, it's Black Widow. And then eventually you watch Avengers so many times, like, oh, when's Iron Man showing up again? God damn it.
I like Black Widow. She was badass as shit.
Well, they definitely knew that
I'm gonna do human things!
Hey, her and Hawkeye totally fucking ruled that shit. Like, everyone else had, like, special powers and giant robot suits, and they were just there being, like, awesome humans.
And who stopped being useful after he used his 15 arrows?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, all I'm saying is that the writers knew exactly what to have Black Widow do, and that was crawl through things.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Although I heard Black Widow is getting her own standalone movie finally.
I've heard of that too. She was a pretty integral part in Winter Soldier. Not a big spoiler if you haven't seen it yet.
I also heard, what was it? The Falcon was in it too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still gotta go see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
Yeah, so do I.
Detour, for making things happen on the weekend of which... Also, I got sick this past week, so I haven't done shit.
Damn it, now I want to go watch freaking Captain America. Dos. Es Winter Soldiers. I don't speak Spanish.
Senor Winter Soldier.
There will be a lot less of nude Daenerys because of contract changes. You know, I'm okay with that.
Nude Daenerys?
Nude Daenerys.
Oh.
She's
It's
also
like-
dating Seth MacFarlane.
Seth, like
Family Guy.
Guy Seth MacFarlane?
Like Family Guy Seth MacFarlane.
Dude, Seth MacFarlane. He's a man who has it all. That dick.
Agreed.
Hosting the Oscars. Now he's like the stepfather of dragons. It's ridiculous.
Damn it. I really want him to take on that title now. I want to see him
Stepfather of Dragons.
Yeah, introduce himself as the stepfather of dragons.
Somebody send him this podcast because celebrities are bored too, and they can go and listen to us and
normal
then
Joes talk about stupid shit no one cares.
and then
I'm pretty sure Johnny Depp is a subscriber.
Oh, good.
you know what, Johnny Depp. I think it's Johnny Depp. You are an amazing actor. You should do more things.
Leave Tim Burton alone. He's bad for you. Cut him like a cancer.
Oh, they're
That
like
should be like occasional, like once every 5 years contracts. Just do other shit.
Try and get in with the Coen brothers. It seemed to work with George Clooney.
Johnny Depp would make a great Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange.
Marvel. I could see that. We did mention, oh, that was another spoiler. Well, anyway, they mentioned Doctor Strange and Winter Soldier too, or allude to him, so...
Oh, spoilers, Sean! Well, granted, you just said they were spoilers.
Yeah.
But I'm in the same room!
You don't see anything, they just say, like, oh, Doctor Strange, that's a thing that happens in this universe.
Wait, so Johnny Depp in nothing but the Doctor Strange cloak doesn't run out, flash his ding-dong, and run away?
Maybe. No, they gotta save that for the next movie.
As long as when he does it, he screams,
Johnny
"My
Depp's Ding
long
Dong as
eye
Doctor
of
Strange
Agamotto."
will appear in Avengers 2.
How do I draw camel toe without it being horribly graphic?
Well, for starters, there's a space between the legs.
Not on everybody, you fascist.
Well, apparently she's hitting the muffins and they're going to a very unusual location, specifically.
This is the most usual space. Not everybody's thighs have that gap in between them, Sean. Like, we're not all super kung fu martial artists. Some of us have jobs.
Well, now that you mention it, I just recently got a new job as a kung fu martial artist.
A what?
Yeah, I apparently am replacing Bruce Lee.
Oh, nice.
And apparently Richard really wants to see these pictures that you guys are drawing.
Oh. Is there a way we can photograph and send these to them?
I guess you could
he's
tweet
asking us to
at
tweet
the...
them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Twitter. How the hell do you work again?
I think you scream at it and it does something.
Oh my god! You guys, Team Rocket just posted the combination of Gyarados and Nidoking. And it is badass!
Oh my god.
It
I
is
wanna see
so
that.
badass.
I want to see that fight Gypsy Tango.
Oh, this would be a great kaiju. Did you say Gypsy Tango?
Yeah, that was the name of their mech.
Gypsy Danger.
Oh.
Remember?
Wasn't Tango?
No! It was never Tango!
Why do I remember it as Gypsy Tango?
Because
Because
you have a lot of
clearly you got a
repressed
thing for
sexual
gypsies.
rage.
No, who doesn't?
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Gypsies are pretty hot. Alright. Who am I tweeting this at again?
Just tweet it at Cosplay with Benefits. That way we can all see it.
Alright.
Trying to find your chapter so you can properly draw a camel toe in my anatomy for artist book.
Why don't you try this? Take a picture of an actual camel's toe,
Mm-hmm.
Photoshop it onto the crotch, and then just color it the correct color. You'll make a bold statement.
Bold statement that
Bald statement?
A bald statement. I get it.
There's mine.
Alright.
Still waiting on that tweet.
Dude, I don't know
They just-
Twitter. Okay, so Alright, so just tweeted it. The one with
It's a live tweet on a podcast that is not being listened to live.
Yeah, we are cutting edge. Yeah, let's see. The one with the like the most legs is Sean's. The one with the leather jacket-ish thing is mine.
Wait, the most legs? Sean, how many legs did you put on this thing?
Actually, just one so far.
One?
But it's a complete leg, which is further than I got.
He's still just trying to figure out camel toe.
It is a mythical creature. It's like a legendary.
Shows up, like, draw the base of the hip, and, like, there's always that gap, because that's where the business has got to be.
Not if you're not, like, a supermodel, Sean.
I'm pretty sure you cannot get fat enough that your legs just fuse together.
No, but they touch. Like, I know, who needs to study anatomy now? Mister thinks legs fuse together.
Wait. Are you saying legs do not fuse together?
If you're not like the Little Mermaid. I was going to enter Yaya Han's costume scholarship or cosplay scholarship contest. But then I got sick this entire last week. Had stuff to do. Could not get my Darius armor done in time for that submission. Goodbye, free money.
It could be worse. You could be on Heroes of Cosplay too.
I would love to have such free exposure like that. Like, I would be the one guy who, like, doesn't care if I win or not because I'm on TV and that's the real winners.
It would be a shame if that show actually got a second season.
It did, didn't it?
I don't think so.
Like, I'm pretty sure that I heard...
Oh my god, it did.
Yep.
Wow. Gotta love a show where the guy who produces it's like, I only really wanted female cosplayers because there aren't any interesting cosplays that a man can do.
Yeah,
yeah.
I read that.
Yeah.
Sexist pig.
It's like,
show him what manpower can do.
I did not realize all my previous cosplays were just so uninteresting.
Mm-hmm. The majority of this podcast is males. Well, we don't have our multi-ethnic token female with us.
Nope.
She's filming a school project. Is it erotic?
Knowing our luck, no, it's not.
Damn it, Hawaii XYOG. Why can't you just do my dream porn that is not legal in any country in the world?
Are you talking about snuff porn? Oh god, Kevin is here. Richard, no!
30 dicks? That's an appropriate amount. Hawaii, if you are listening to this in the future, you should aim for the stars. 50 dicks. All up on your business. Have them, like, on a bandolier that you can just whip out and then chuck at people. Mm-hmm. Have, like, testicle grenades.
He's like a full, like, porno superheroine character now.
You can be
the daring dildo.
The daring dildo.
Yeah.
Dick man. You could be your justice team could be the swollen members of America.
I think Richard's seriously considering making this as a comic book now.
I would read it with my pants off. Pants off, dance off.
I miss that show. Yeah. Fuse TV used to do a thing called Pants Off, Dance Off, and it literally was two people got in front of a green screen and danced and took their clothes off. But Fuse wasn't exactly the smartest, like, show thing. They let Whitest Kids You Know go. That was the dumbest mistake ever.
Yeah, that's how you fuck up, my friend. That's how you fuck up.
Well, we've been doing this for about almost 35 minutes. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about.
I'm also things with running to talk about. Beat me up, Scotty. I will go for that.
Well, apparently Richard wants us to talk about ponies. Well, there was no new episode this weekend. That was sad.
Hideously behind on ponies.
You're just behind on everything.
I've got responsibilities. Responsibility buddies.
Hey, if you don't watch after your
Responsibility
responsibility buddies, you'll be responsibility bullyville or whatever that was.
Gotta work on your delivery.
I know.
That's really good. Oh.
I don't
I
know.
want to bang my drawing now.
Now you know the torment of an artist, Ben.
This is what struggling artist means.
Mm-hmm.
Where you just can't bang your creation.
Yep. Now you know how
I will
God
never draw
feels.
porn.
God sent his one begotten son to earth to bang all of his children.
Mm-hmm.
They did try to make a manga Bible a while back. I don't know
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, like they made an illustrated version of the Bible in kind of manga form to, try to get the youth back into it.
I bet Jesus had a lot of sweat drop moments.
He's got it! Sean's got it! Oh my god! The manga Bible includes the New Testament in both manga and full text versions.
Mm-hmm. Art's actually pretty good too.
Who drew
Am I
it?
reading this the right way?
Yeah, it's a Western thing, so you read it in like normal comic book.
Bethlehem, just over 2,000 years ago. Now listen up, ladies. Orders from your king. A small problem in the burbs needs big-time fixing.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like they made it like hip so they use urban talk. Like there's some part when Jesus comes back, like after the resurrection, he's like, "Yo, what's up?"
This ain't your run-of-the-mill skirmish with Jewish zealots. No, this time it's about a newborn baby in Bethlehem. People are hailing him as the long-awaited Messiah, King of the Jews. You know them good old wives' tales. King Herod takes stuff like that very personal. So sharpen your swords and spears. It's gonna be a long night. The king's order? Oh, to break into every household in Bethlehem and kill every child under the age of 2. I want to find this Jesus part.
The part I was talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the
Okay,
Jesus
he's
I
dead,
want to
so
remember.
probably the other direction.
Jesus looks like a badass.
Yeah, I know, isn't like it's really good art.
So when does Goku show up?
I think that's in a later volume.
He is Paul. No, Paul is Vegeta because he was a bad guy who turned into a good guy.
Yeah.
So what you guys
But
are
would
saying
Vegeta
is
really just sit
Dragon Ball
around
Z
in prison
is
and write letters to
Christianity.
people?
Well, I mean, he can't fly and shit. He is still human. What are we talking about?
We were supposed to talk about ponies, weren't we?
We're talking about. Man, this is still like pony talk.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So have you guys read any of the plot summaries for the episodes coming up?
Nothing that hasn't already come out yet.
Okay, well, I've been told, and like I read the summary myself, like the big final episode, like the big 2-parter for the season, is supposed to be Celestia sending Discord out to fight the big bad. So that should be pretty cool.
Interesting. You think she'll banish something again?
Probably.
To the moon!
The moon!
Yeah, everyone does the to the moon again, but man, Sombra got banished to ice glaciers.
Mm-hmm.
He got Captain America'd.
It was really funny when
King Sombra will return in Adventures 2.
it's really funny because King Somber, he like
King Ombre.
he didn't do anything. He came and he laughed a bit and then he got his ass kicked.
Yeah,
so, like
he was kind of just forebode.
Just like the worst villain.
He was a really menacing cloud of smoke
Mm-hmm.
that somehow froze everything. It's like, why is it that when Celestia banishes someone to something, they gain the powers of that thing? It's like, oh, I banished this dude to a volcano. Now he's a fire god.
Well, she banished Luna to the moon when she already had moon powers, so I don't think that one really counts.
So
True.
she gained moon prism powers and fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. Never running from a real fight. She is the one named
Nightmare Moon.
Nightmare Moon.
Moon.
I was the friends. Now the defend.
Yeah, you can get that as a ringtone off of iTunes.
Yes,
It
because
costs $11.
$1.99 times 10.
Show off to all your friends that you know an Asian guy and a white guy who are willing to sing the Sailor Moon song.
Who's that white guy you're talking about?
I figured it was both of us, Sean. We're the white guy.
Remember, I'm like kaiju and everything else.
He is the most ethnic out of all of us combined.
Yep. And actually, my race is actually Megazord.
He needs 5 people inside him at all times to operate. Otherwise, he just won't be in the mood.
No.
Wow, I had a very similar problem in high school.
You need 5 guys inside you too?
Well, it had to be 5 guys and 1 girl, and the girl had to be Asian, and one of the guys had to be black, so it had to be like really diverse.
You had to have the Captain Planet crew to operate you.
Essentially. Whose Heart? Heart was the Indonesian guy who had no face.
Oh, by the way, I looked up some of the voice actors for Captain Planet earlier today, or yesterday, just randomly, and they had a star-studded cast for Captain Planet. Like, Malcolm McDowell was one of the villains. Tim Curry was one of the villains. Whoopi Goldberg was Gaia. The guy who voiced Robin from Teen Titans played the Heart guy. Like, LeVar Burton was the black guy. It was ridiculous. Like, every other name was just this big-time celebrity. Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hear us now.
Sorry. Going through a tunnel.
I told you guys not to drive in Skype.
Well, we're texting, driving, drinking irresponsibly, smoking.
Meth.
Yeah.
Sex with prostitutes.
Well, guys, meth has
always
become
happened.
much more acceptable with the success of Breaking Bad. I mean, you're kind of not cool if you don't smoke meth.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
But it has to be blue.
Mm-hmm.
Or else
And
you
plus
are a
you're
fool.
Plus, you're really just supporting some guy who's just down on his luck.
Yeah.
What is Moemon?
Oh, I support it, whatever it is. That is
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they take all the Pokemon and they replace them with cute girls.
I think I saw Mudkip. I'll capture them, make them my slaves, in which I will do terrible, terrible things to them.
And then release them because I don't care about them anymore.
Oh, there's a little Garchomp.
Some pun about Pokefruit.
I'll poke at her fruit.
Man, I don't want to spend all this time downloading things. I barely know how to torrent.
Torrent, go. I was messing around with some gelatin prosthetics today. And
Oh yeah, our $1 million idea.
yeah, I'm gonna make a fleshlight factory out of custom made like gelatin prosthetics, and have like anime themed my waifu fleshlights, and just make $1 million.
Well, I was talking with Richard that we should all get our waifus together and just have a big old waifu fight.
Yes.
I like this. I want like a solid 5-minute block of silence in our next podcast.
Right?
Let's start that like every time.
Well, I mean, on the plus side, Richard can just edit out all of our blocks of silence. So if he does that to this conversation will have no basis, and everybody be like, "What are they talking about silence for? I didn't hear any silence."
And then they realize, oh fuck, they edit this shit.
Editing? What's that?
Richard, we can't let them know that we edit. If they think we actually do that, they'll like freak out on us.
Should probably also edit out the stuff of us just making fun of people listening to us and not having the brains to know we're editing it.
Except for you, Johnny
big
Depp.
Bunch of dummies. Yep. Yeah, except for you, Johnny Depp. Yep. I love you. Have my babies. And then paying me alimony and child support forever. What's this about Kickstarter?
Well, cosplayers have started doing Kickstarters so that people will pay them to make cosplays so that they don't have to pay for their own cosplays.
Oh my god, that's such a brilliant and terrible idea. Are people like successful at it?
I don't know. I tried not to read into it. It was something that was so. It seemed so astronomically stupid. I thought it was an onion joke for a bit.
Yeah. I've heard like Kickstarters for like projects that like you can buy. Like they're starting to like make their own board games, or like one of my friends was getting a Kickstarter to, like fund his movie. But the idea of like, okay, give me all your money so I can make some super awesome cosplay, and maybe I'll give you like a photo or something. Like, I'm sure people want to shell out the money for that.
I just don't do anything with Kickstarter because I don't have money to spare for anybody besides myself. Like, I've got rent, you motherfuckers. Don't expect any money from me.
I've got it. We're gonna start a Kickstarter.
To pay our rent?
No, you start a Kickstarter to support other Kickstarters.
Whoa. You just blew my mind.
Yeah. You're gonna be like some kind of like weird Ponzi scheme or something now.
They'll be like, I really want to support this Kickstarter. Will you guys give me some help on Kickstarter so I can support it? Then we'll get people like, yeah, man, that's awesome. Here's $300. It's like,
Thanks, bro.
If you donate $500, I'll mention you in a tweet.
A length some people go to for attention.
A Kickstarter for attention.
I will give you attention if you give me money from a Kickstarter. Mm-hmm.
I will text you every day. Every day.
Whether you want it or not.
You will tell me when you're at work so I can come in and look at you. Give me money for this.
Like, send me the randomest text about, like, how shitty your day was, and be like, oh, bummer, bro.
Here's a picture of my dick.
Kickstarter for sending ladies your dick pictures.
If, you know, because we do that for free. If someone can figure out a way to do that and get paid for it.
If you pay $500 to our Kickstarter, your prize will be 3 text pictures of my dick.
You'll need 3 because it's that big.
Yep. It'll be a panoramic.
I was just going to say, give them 3 different filters. That'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Here's my dick in sepia tone.
Here's my dick in black and white. Mm-hmm. Why is it all black? I think you know. That one's for you, Hali. Because I know you're black. And I have much love for my sisters out there. I'm going to get us kicked off the air.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If someone could successfully get kicked off the internet for being offensive, I really want to see what it is they're doing.
But you wouldn't be able to because it'd be off the internet.
But I mean,
all you gotta do is go Holocaust and then go home. You go big and then you go home.
Holocaust and Scheitza videos.
Yep. We all know who runs the internet, don't we? Yep.
All right, Richard, your profile picture is really creeping me out because both you and Malcolm McDowell are looking right into the camera, so it's like staring right at me. His eyes follow you around the room.
That's because he's here with you in the room.
Like one of those possessed pictures that has like his soul stuck in it. He's actually trying to like get you to help him.
Yes, he's trying to escape from his horrid past of being in the live-action Fist of the North Star movie.
Hey,
why did I do it? Why did I do that movie? Someone
that
save
story,
me.
That movie had some of the best mullet action ever.
That movie had Dante Bosco in it.
I know. Everyone at last NebraskaCon when he was there, everyone was all like, "Hey, Rufio!" I was like, "No, the blonde kid from Fist of the North Star."
Right? I was so tempted to just raise my hand during his Avatar panel and say, "Hey, you remember when you did the Fist of the North Star movie?" Yeah. What the hell, man?
What the fuck was that?
When's the apology panel?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out that Dante Bosco is one of our listeners, and he's gonna get real mad now. We're gonna get
he does stuff on Twitter. Like, he'll get up. Dante, if you're listening, you were actually pretty good in that movie. But everybody else,
Johnny Depp, be like, "Can you believe the shit they're saying about us,
like,
man?
What? What was the
unsubscribe?"
I know it was the mid-90s, but what was the deal with all those terrible one-liners throughout that entire movie? Like, this girl is getting, violently raped for 10 minutes, And then the only thing the villain says is, "It's not easy being sleazy."
See, now we're not thinking of that movie as being terrible. We're thinking of how much fun we had watching it.
I did not have fun watching Kenshiro wear pepperonis as his freaking 7 nipples in the shape of a scar. That is not how that went down, sir. You can't paste extra nipples onto people and call it scars.
Well, I think someone has, because they did.
Oh, it should be, and then their brains explode. Oh, there's so many roundhouse kicks in that fucking movie.
I know. Part of me always wanted to believe that Jean-Claude Van Damme had something to do with the choreography. It's like, what should he do? Roundhouse kick, another roundhouse kick. Well, we can do no roundhouse
I think we
kick.
should go to Chuck Norris for a second opinion. Roundhouse kick.
Wait, what did Jean-Claude Van Damme say?
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse kick?
Oh.
Yeah, keep doing that. Roundhouse kick.
Oh, I heard the Expendables 3 roll call trailer got posted. I still haven't saw that yet. I'm excited for the new stars though, even though I can't remember any of them that is in that right now because there's so many of them. All I know is Jackie Chan is not in it. What the hell?
What? I wanted to see Jason Statham fight Jackie Chan. It'd be like the ultimate white guy versus the ultimate Asian guy.
I think like all of my clothes would explode off my body if that happened. As far as cosplay stuff though, I am pretty much tapped out for this session.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working on Caden, which, by the way, Richard, I have not cut that thing out yet.
All I got is stuff planned. I haven't begun anything yet.
I still need to get latex and start on Skullface, though. If we wait 3 more minutes, we'll have an hour.
Okay.
All right.
So let's have
in silence.
Let's have a 3-minute silence for, I don't know, the Ultimate Warrior recently died, so we'll have 3 minutes of silence for the Ultimate Warrior who beat Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 8.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched anything the Ultimate Wrestler did because he retired or something before I started watching wrestling. So Macho Man was still there, Hogan was still there. I started when the Animal and his partner, they were the post-apocalyptic tag team duel.
Oh yeah.
Hawk and Animal, they were huge when I started. Wrestlers have hard lives, man. I heard The Undertaker recently just lost and was finally retiring.
No, he won his match. He just got injured.
Oh, there was a lot of stuff saying that the streak was broken.
Huh. No, from what I saw, it said that he beat Brock Lesnar.
I didn't see a single. We should fact check that.
Yeah. To Google.
To Google. You're closer than I am, probably. I am a whole 1.5 feet away from my computer right now. And I can't reach my phone. Sean's looking, I can't reach it, man. Mm-hmm. It's just out of my
WrestleMania
grasp.
30.
I can't look it up on my tablet. I gotta look at all these sexy ladies on it.
I see Electra.
Actually, that's someone.
Was this League?
No, that's someone made all the giant Jaegers from. Sexy women.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
But no one is gonna know that off the top of their heads.
But it's cool.
No, it's super cool.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like if I was gonna do a Pokemon Gajinka and I was gonna do Gyarados or something, I would rock my blue t-shirt and my blue shorts and be like, I'm Gyarados! Can't you tell?
Oh, nope, you're right. Okay, yeah. Brock Lesnar did defeat The Undertaker.
And he's retiring now or something.
He should have retired a long time ago, man. Dude is in his almost 60s.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, look at Triple H. Triple H is balding now. What the hell?
Yeah, didn't he shave his head recently or something?
Both him and The Undertaker recently shaved their head. What's going on? What happened to my wrestlers with hair? I miss that. I miss my hair wrestlers.
It's called and Shawn Michaels balding too. It's
Brandon JLA leading Rocket Jump?
Oh yeah, he was.
Rocket Jump?
Yeah, he was one of the main members of Rocket Jump, and he had some disputes with Freddie Wong, and
Oh.
so he is now leaving, and he had his own YouTube channel, but now he's going to solely focus on that.
Need some context because I don't know who any of those people are.
You don't know who Freddie W is?
Do I know everything that happens on the internet, Sean?
I thought everyone knows Freddie W. He makes awesome videos.
Oh my god, a guy on YouTube makes awesome videos? I better know his whole life story.
Well, I mean, we sent you his biography 3 times. It's only like a paragraph long, but I mean,
clearly it wasn't marked so. Like, Ben, read this so you know who Freddie W is. I know who Freddie Mercury is because he's a great American hero, but
he's not an American hero. Freddie.
He is the greatest British American hero.
There you go. I was gonna say he does not have American citizenship, and that's what made him
well,
cool.
He's dead, so he doesn't have any citizenship. I wish he was still alive, though. I really want more Queen.
I think Freddie Mercury might have killed Justin Bieber if he was still alive.
With AIDS?
No, like he would have gone on stage during one of Justin Bieber's concerts and like did the Kali Ma thing from Indiana Jones and tore his heart out.
I'd be down with that. Man at Arms.
What does that have anything to do with it?
All right.
Wait.
I'll show you this video at some point, but
it's the gun guy.
Yeah, the gun guy. There you go.
See, you could have just.
So wait, Freddie W was did a guest appearance on Man at Arms?
No, Man at Arms is about this guy who's he's a professional blacksmith.
Yeah, I've seen the show, but like Freddie W did a guest appearance or something? Is that what I heard?
No.
Oh. Okay, then how does it tie into how do they tie in?
Richard is trying to get us to say stuff and talk about things.
Oh, okay.
Totally giving her a power sword.
What kind of power sword, Ben?
Like a Power Ranger power sword.
Okay.
Not a dick.
Oh, good. I thought you were talking about me for a second. You just kept saying power sword. I'm like, I'm not Googling you, my dick.
You gotta raise the money first.
Yeah, that's what my Kickstarter's for. $800 and you get a picture of the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Man, I can go to X videos and see your tip free.
Well, that's true. But then you got all that pop-up porn.
Well, X videos are pretty good. I don't get any pop-ups on there.
I don't know. I'm kind of out of the loop on like what porn channels are trending. I'm like an old guy who finds one and just sticks with it.
You don't need anything other than X videos. X videos, give me free shit because I'm promoting you because you guys are awesome. Like, I don't know, more free porn? Is that even possible? Just, I don't know, give it to me. Give it to me hard.
When they start doing when they start doing like virtual porn, let us be beta testers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But let Ben be the one that has his like dick ripped off by the machine.
I don't recall them having dick-ripping machines.
Hey, the future is still unknown.
Here's the idea.
We could very much so still have dick-ripping machines.
We can combine the virtual porn thing with Ben's homemade flashlight idea, and then make millions.
Millions, I say!
Sure.
And it'll just be us. Richard, because you have no say in this, because you can't talk.
That is now an official business.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Start the Kickstarter right now. After we raise $1 million, you get a picture of someone's dick, but you gotta guess whose.
And here it is. Kickstarter. Do you like porn? Give us money.
I don't know how to draw guns, apparently.
Like a banana, but with a trigger. Just turning into the sounds of drawing on your podcast,
Where we're drawing penises in their natural environment.
upstate New York.
This one drawing is taking me way too goddamn long. I only have 9 more to do of human characters. Thank God it's not due tomorrow, or I'd be flipping shit.
By the way, your teacher called me up. It's due tomorrow.
Damn it! Swear to God, NDSU. I'm sick, alright? I got a doctor's note. Lay off!
Don't you love it when you have a doctor's note and they're like, oh, it says you can be out for 3 days. So, you want to come back, like, tomorrow?
Pretty much.
Man, I broke my foot one time. And, I had a doctor's note that said I didn't have to come into work for, like, a week. And so I give it to my boss. He's like, okay, I'm cool with that. I leave. 2 days go by. He calls me up. Hey, Evan, can you come in right now? It's like,
Well, my foot's kind of broken.
hold on, let me try. Oh, God. Looks like I'm going to be out another 2 weeks. I'm sure I'm glad you called me. So here's the thing. Destiny is still coming out.
Is it not out yet? What?
It's not coming out till September 9th.
Oh, sweet. I'll have a freaking desktop by then. Destiny is this really sweet, like...
Ben, let me stop you there for a
second.
second.
It's not Halo, but it's like made from the guys who created Halo. Okay.
It's not going to be on the PC.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No, Bungie said this is a console game. It is releasing for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And the 360 and the PS3. It has no PC release.
Oh, that is not what I heard. I gotta check this out. Destiny, PC.
Rule 34, Pacific Rim gets kind of freaky.
Well, I was just thinking, like, someone probably has already made, like, a porn parody with the very obvious title of Pacific Rim Job.
I want to say I would hope they'd get a little more creative than that, but honestly, it's one of those names that it's good enough that as soon as you come up with it, it's like, screw everything else.
Yeah.
Anyone who puts thought into porn is not doing it right.
Oh, I disagree wholeheartedly.
What would you say are the most provocative and amazing, inspiring pornos you have watched, Ben?
Last night,
Yes.
I read this amazing doujinshi
Mm-hmm.
where this guy was in the idol research club at his high school, and he's the only one there. And what he does is he uses his club funds to buy Japanese idol videos, which is like, pretty girls in swimsuits parading around all that. And so all he's doing is jacking off in the privacy of his own club room, and all the other members like invade. And it's like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, hey, I'm just getting to the good part of jacking it, And it's like, no, put on your pants. Like, I'm not putting on my pants. And so they all call an emergency. They all call it like an emergency meeting to try to disband his club because he's the only one in it using his funds to buy porn and jacking off. And they're like starting to talk about all the complaints he's gotten. It's like, oh man, this guy, he's just been jacking it off in the club room, jacking it off behind his textbooks in class. Some girls saw him jacking it, like, in gym, just when, in the corner while everybody was playing volleyball. And so he's just like, you guys, don't disband my club. Give me like 2 weeks. I will show you guys at the school festival why my club is needed at this school. And they're like, no, what are you even talking about? Fuck no. And then one girl's like, give him a chance, you guys. Give him a chance.
With tears in her eyes, I'm hoping.
And with tears in her eyes, she
Tears
goes,
on her face.
make me an idol. And he's like, okay. And so, like, he starts idol training this girl. And his training involved just, like, making erotic DVDs of her in progressively less and less clothes, sending them out to people, and like eventually like getting all the other girls from all the other clubs involved, and like he's definitely like having sex with all of them. But then like he sends her to like the Lebanese massage club at their school. And so the girl is getting like a full body rub down, and it's awesome because like they're all like really good at their club activities, so they're just giving her a massage, and then things get really hot and go into like a lot of awesome detail.
And then they use their 2-star uniform to also use their ultimate powers, and then
almost like what I'm getting at is that this after that, like he starts getting all these different club members into the idol group because they're going to be performing song and dance for everybody at the school festival. But like he's going to like the chubby girl in the baseball club, getting her, and she's like, "No, I've got a chubby body. Nobody wants to see me." And then it's like, "You're crazy. You look awesome." Brings her in, and like she starts practicing. He goes to like the manga club, gets their club president to come in. All these people like low self-confidence, and he ends up getting like 10 different members of different groups, all like the presidents, into his idol group, sends them on stage, and like they put on a great show. Everybody's like having a great time, and then one of the people who's trying to shut him down is like, "I see what he's doing." Because he's got so many people in that group, there's no way they can shut him down now as the rest of the student council. And then, like, people in the audience, they have special tickets. Like, he sets up an after event. This is a really long story, by the way.
Yes.
Like 190 pages.
wow.
But like, he sets up something where like all the guys, they go in, confess to the girls of the like that they've had crushes on forever. It's like, here's the deal: if you confess your love to them with your pants off, then you get to go touch their boobies. And everyone's like, wait a minute,
This sounds perfectly
this
legal.
like I love you for like the longest time. He just like rips off his pants, starts groping her, and he's like, "Thank you, you're awesome." And so like the next part is like, "Tell me what your dreams are." So all the guys who are getting like hand jobs tell the girls like, "I want to become a veterinarian," or "I want to become a doctor," and they're like, "You can do it!" And they're just like jacking them, and they're like having a great time. And so, like, after all that's done, the main guy who started all this stuff is like, "All the girls who participate in tonight's event, come to this tent, and you'll get like a special reward." And he's like complimenting each individual girl as he's doing them. Like, "See, it doesn't matter that you're chubby. Look at all those guys who were confessing to you earlier today." And he's like, "Yeah, that was great. Now come in my ass." And so, after this whole event is wrapped up,
This is so beautiful.
it's so heartwarming and cockwarming.
Okay,
After this whole event,
before we
it's
finish,
like,
you have to link this to me, by the way.
absolutely. Oh my god! And after this whole event finished, the guy, like, they did a little epilogue where, like, his event was a success. His club didn't get shut down. He quit school the next year, and like 2 years later, him and the original girl he started out with are working together in their own idol making company. And he's on like a cafe, and he was like, "Hey girls, would you like to become idols?" And it just ends right there. I was like, everything was just so awesome.
Full circle, man. Full circle.
Full circle.
That's how porn is supposed to be.
Yes, Richard. Keep all of that in. Because it is a story about love and acceptance
And jizz.
and jizz and like a lot of jizz. Like, this guy seriously came like 40 times in a row. Wow.
Man, Japanese guys are virile as fuck.
There's no doubt about that. Fun fact: in the Japanese adult video, Industry.
Yeah.
There are over 10,000 female performers, but there are 70 men.
Wow.
Each one of those men have to perform like 4 or 5 scenes daily. Wow. And these are like hour-long scenes. So if you imagine your job is just fucking for like 5 hours a day, zero as fuck, man.
No, I was just watching a James Bond movie where the bad guy had no sense of touch. He would be perfect for that job.
Just like pop in some pill, get it up, and just do your business.
Exactly.
Yep.
There's the link to that wonderful story.
Okay, it says Carrie. For a second there, I thought it said Carl. I'm like, Carl! Yes.
This fucking story.
What do you mean you won't include the link in the link dump? This is important.
It's a love story, you know? It gets people out of their shell and out of their pants.
It's better than Twilight.
Oh my god, it's so many times better than Twilight.
But then again, I think Danganronpa is a better love story than Twilight. Well, we've talked about everything from anime conventions to porn to me still not watching Game of Thrones, so I don't know about you guys, but I think we've done a good job tonight.
Oh, I think we've done our duties tonight.
We have done our duty for Queen and Country.
Yep.
So many duties.
All the duties.
Don't forget, we are looking for intro songs that can be submitted to cosplayWithBenefits@gmail.com. You can submit cosplay questions to our Tumblr, tumblr.cosplayWithBenefits.com. You can find more episodes on iTunes and YouTube.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And send us all your money to our Kickstarter so you can get free dick pictures.
Or
dicks.
you just ask me and I will send you pictures of all sorts of body parts. But yeah, once again, I am Ben the Sin Valentine over at www.facebook.com/FSCosprops and also Ben Valentine at Twitter. Whatever. I don't know what Twitter thing is, but Twitter.
And this is Evan at also known as Sanjo Eve at Sanjo Eve on Twitter. I do not have a cosplay page, so don't look for it.
And this is Sean. I'll have a website of some kind someday. And until then, it's just Sean.
Sean the Brawn.
Sean the
Brawn Johnson.
Sean the Brawn, the human mystery without the internet.
My God, how do you live?
Well, I have internet. I just don't do anything with it.
You know what? You could be Pompadour 64.
Pompadour 64. I like it.
There we go. We've got it. And that's the
Pompadour
end.
64.
All right, guys. Ending podcast in 3.